for your fridge. And I reckon there's going to be more noodles down here than a Chinese shop. Those solar panels, they're not going to be running very well. Yeah, that's another job. Welcome back to another episode, guys. Welcome to the channel.
Yep.
Good morning.
Morning.
Oh my goodness. How many waves have you done?
Hey?
How many waves have you done?
About 1 million.
But it's like this, how's it going? What you doing? Top job?
One finger,
One finger?
2 finger, the hand, the 4 fingers, the thumb.
There's so many ways to say g'day, how you
And
going?
you have the right hand and the left hand.
When you're travelling, and it is polite. If you've never heard of it or never seen it, it's a thing here. It's just what we do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're on the road. We've left Kakadu, we've left up that way. We travelled, I don't know, 50, 60k of red dirt road, and yep, we've hit the black tops again for a little bit. You know, the thing is, I think we've left just in time, because you know what? Everybody is heading north.
Yeah.
It is crazy this morning already. I can't believe the amount of vans we've passed, motorhomes. I don't even know what you want to call some of them. They're big, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
I think we've stayed up that top end for long enough. I think overall we were up there for, I don't know, a good couple of months, 3 months.
No, but I think it was about 14 weeks.
Yeah, so I'm going to say the time that we've been up there, it's definitely been great. There hasn't been many crowds, and it's definitely time for us to move now, because we don't really like a lot of people. So we're pressing on down back to Catherine.
Yep.
Got a few things to do, things to see, and you know what? Of course, you wanted to come along on the journey. So strap on in and get ready for a little episode of we really don't know where we're camping tonight.
No, we don't.
Which is unusual for us, but in saying that, it's an adventure.
Yeah, for our international viewers, the wave is like a twofold, so it's a hello, but you never know when you're going to run into someone and you may need some help. So if you're waving, you're friendly to everyone.
Yeah.
And sometimes in Australia, you can drive for a couple of days and not see someone.
Exactly. Not today, but because they're all on the move.
If you do come here and you grab a van or a camper or something,
Here we go. Let's do this one. Try this one, Mr. B.
and you get a random wave from someone, it's just because they're saying hello.
Yeah, exactly. Friendly mob up here. We're still in the 130 zone, but we're not pushing it to those speeds today. How's the Hilux running? How's everything going?
Good.
How's our fuel?
13.8.
So there you go, 13.8 to the 100, towing the big girl on the back, and we haven't had any problems. We're going good. Everything seems to be, fingers crossed, no problems. But anyway, when we get to where we're going, I'll take you for a walk through the van. We'll just see if anything's moved, what's gone on in there since we went down all that dirty, dusty road and came back out again.
Yep, I might give it a little bit of a rinse when we stop next.
Well, you do love a good car wash, and it's been a while.
Oh, it has. So, but I like to get all the dust and grit and that out of the brakes as well.
Yep. Make sure everything's clean and ready to go again.
And I hate leaning against something and you end up with red dirt all over your clothes.
Yeah.
Then you end up with it on your hands, and then you end up with it on your face, and then in your hair. So
I think for some reason, but where we're going after the car wash, there still might be dust and dirt.
yep.
I'm thinking it's going to be busy today, Mr. B, with all the amount of people on the move. everyone's going to want to stop. This is probably going to be your central stop here if you are coming back down from Darwin and before you get across to head to WA or keep pressing on south. So yeah, there's people parked up everywhere. As we said, we're going to do a quick stop, do a quick wash, get a couple of supplies, and then we're not sticking around, are we?
No.
Hopefully. Actually, it'd be interesting to see. Are you going to pull in over near the tourist centre?
Pulling into the car wash.
We're going to pull into the car wash. There you go. Gee, she's busy. Looks like everyone's waiting for a car wash and a caravan wash, so I think we're going to can that idea. Wow, look at that. Can't believe how busy it is. Last time we came, we were like the only caravan. They're parking all over here and across there. Have you ever seen Catherine so busy?
No.
This is madness. Oh no. I hope there's food on the shelves. Gotta get me shopping bags. Honestly, I sometimes forget them, and the amount of bags you end up buying is absolutely crazy. This is like a caravan park. Yeah. Seriously, look at it. That was hectic to say the least. So we've left the city centre, couldn't get into the car wash, couldn't get into fuel. Lucky that we got groceries, and not far up the road is this Caltex. So we're just going to fuel up. No car wash at all. I just couldn't believe it. So the mob told us they were down here in Katherine for a family reunion a couple of weeks ago, and they said, you know, all the tourists are heading up, everyone's on the move. I sort of didn't believe them in a way, but this just goes to show you that there are so many people from south. There's probably most we've seen is Victorian number plates, but yeah, just crazy. That wasn't too bad, $1.75. The most we've paid was, I think, $1.95, which was at Pine Creek. But yeah, just fill up whenever you can and you see it cheaper. But in saying that, still make sure, if you're like us, we do like Caltex, Mobiles and BPs. We just pulled up to Mataranka. Mataranka is probably about, is it about an hour from Katherine?
An hour and 15.
There you go, an hour and 15 from Katherine. I think every other Tom, Dick and Harry, man and his dog. And I reckon there's going to be more noodles down here than a Chinese shop. But anyway, you got that, I guess, when it's high peak season. So we're going to take you down, see what it's like. But I'm thinking it's not going to be like it was the last time we were here. So yeah, who knows?
Every Mexican in his sombrero would be down there.
Oh dear. That's why I'm saying again, I think we're leaving at the right time. There is a pub here, lunch, breakfast, whatever you want. Camping here as well at the homestead. I'm thinking it's around about $40+ a night for a powered site. They seem to have a fair big area for camping and stuff. We're definitely not camping here tonight. We're just going to check out the pools. But yeah, like I said, if it's too hectic, we're not sticking around. So we did 2 years ago come up here. It was probably more just out of the wet season, I'm going to call it, and there was literally no one here. What I'll do is I'll see if I can flick some footage up to give you an idea of what it's going to be like when it's peaceful. It was about 2 years ago, but still it was absolute bliss. But yeah, we'll see. This area here is where you drive in and the camping's up there. But if you're just a day tripper, you can just park out where we were parked and then just walk in. It's a pretty easy walk. This is the boardwalk as you come in. This is still national parks up here in the NT, so to enter you do need to have a parks pass, and again rangers are always around checking. In the wet season, all this boardwalk area is completely flooded. There is Bitter Springs, which is just a little bit up the road, about 10k before you come into Mataranka, but it's currently closed at the moment because there's a resident crocodile and he's back living his best life, isn't he?
Yeah, there are freshwater crocs in this area, but they'll only become aggressive if cornered or they feel threatened.
Yeah,
so.
That's it. It's sounding wild down here already. I can hear loud music going. I'm honestly not sure what it's going to be like, but anyway, keeping it real. What did you think to that, Mr. B?
Yeah.
That was pretty average. People were out of control. Kids were just bomb diving, doing backflips, and there was just like head banging music. So there was no serenity at all. Hope you enjoyed the footage prior when we came here 2 years ago, because that was absolutely beautiful. We just drove through the town of Larrimah, gave our little respects to Paddy again. We absolutely loved Larrimah, but oh my goodness, how many caravans were there? We were the only ones there, and it was literally, I don't know, 4 months ago?
Yeah, they have that new sign up saying live music at night.
Well, that could be interesting. The pub's for sale, just saying, anyone, if you want to buy the pub at Larrimah. Yep,
that's pink.
Yeah, but anyway, good old Larrimah. If you haven't already seen our episode on Larrimah, give it a flick. It is actually a good episode, and we do explain the whole story about Paddy, and yeah, he's still missing. So flick on back a few episodes, you'll find that one. But I'm going to say good to see Larrimah busy, but again, too many people travelling at the moment because Larrimah is busy. Oh, what a day. I reckon we've punched out so far about, don't know how many kilometres yet. I'm going to have to check that. Probably about 7 hours. This is our third top up. We've gone through the diesel today. What are you banging on about? Oh, there we go. It's got to start. She's a bit slow. So yeah, straight down the guts, down the Stewart. But we're taking an exit in a minute. Whew. We're taking an exit. Diesel here is $2.10. The last stop we did was, I think, $1.98. So yeah, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. When you do big Ks, and I mean, this isn't anywhere near our biggest day. But when you're doing the Ks, yeah, you're paying for diesel. But anyway, there is a caravan accommodation here as well, and cabins and stuff, but as I said, we're going to punch on, so time to give them some money. You just see the big dining room in there. I reckon it's a good stop for the truckies. Yeah, so anyway, okay, I just said ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. That's some more diesel.
Yep.
But anyway, alrighty, let's go. Let's make our detour. You reckon he's heading back down to fill up with fuel?
Probably.
He's a big one. I'm going to check him out. Look at this. And check out the plane. I don't think it landed too well. Actually, don't even think I told you where we just stopped. This is the highway. I always get it wrong because I want to call it three ways, but that's still further back down. So this is the Daly Waters Highway in. I'm not going to recommend to stay here. We would always recommend to go to Daly Waters Pub, which is owned by Tim, and it's an absolute cracker. Again, we've done 2 episodes on that ages ago, but we're just turned. So we've turned and, oh look, there's a few caravans in there.
Yep.
Look at that. See, there you go. Oh gosh, I hope we're going to be able to find a camp, because we've just turned on the Carpentaria Highway, I think it is.
Carpentaria, yeah.
Carpentaria.
Open.
There you go, let's have a look. Are we open? Looks like we're all good.
Yep.
Alrighty, you've mapped us. We're going that way. Gotta back the big girl in. Righto. How's that looking? I've had enough for today, guys. It's getting late. We've driven another about 180k from when we fueled. Hey? Back a bit more. Yep. Haven't seen me behind the wheel for a while. This is alright. So yeah, we cracked on, but the sun's getting ready to go down. I'm getting hangry. I had to cook up. And you know what? You haven't seen me cook for a bit, and I've got a quick recipe, so what do you reckon?
Just a fraction.
Righto. Yo, good? This looks alright. It's only for a quick stop because we've still got from here to where we want to go. I reckon, what have we got? At least 4.5. I'm going to say, give or take, we've still got another 4.5 hours, and we're actually done. Like, it's past 5 o'clock. I'm done. I'm hungry. And you know what? Nothing has moved. The one thing I love about this caravan, I know that I've banged on it a couple of times, but the thing is, we've been so lucky, nothing's moved. The best way to keep a lot of your garlics, pickles, anything like that, maybe limoncello. Don't know how that snuck in there, but anyway, these are great from Kmart. They're just a clear, they're multi-use, so if you don't want to use them in your fridge because you've got, you know, bulk other stuff in there, these are also good for the cupboard. I've got a couple in here that just sort of stack in neatly. With our Soda Stream, I've got, I'll just quickly show you, the Soda Stream ones I use are these slimline ones. Another thing I have been doing as well is running the excess sugar in the fridge, because it just saves any little ants or creepy crawlies, and sugar is fine in the fridge. So pretty much everything's nice and neat. Sometimes your fridge door can move. I've got to say, we've been pretty lucky with ours. We do have, and I'll show you in a sec, the kitty locks. But with the fridge, the one thing I've noticed is if you overload your door too much on the inside, especially with like your garlics, your glass bottle sauces and stuff like that, it is going to put pressure on it. Once it puts pressure on it, it actually moves it down from the latch, which is here. We've never had a problem, but just in saying that, just to make doubly sure, we've put these 2 kitty locks. I have shown this in previous episodes, but I just thought it was about time to re-show you guys, especially for the, you know, if you haven't seen it before. I've got another one down here. I got these ones from just a little cheap shop. They haven't actually fallen off on any of the stickies from the fridge, just a little bit of alcohol wipe, and that's pretty much good. And then what I do, because we stocked up, especially with a big 3-litre milk in Catherine, I just make room in the actual fridge here, because it's quite heavy. Make sure it goes on the shelf there. With this milk, because I mean it did need replacing, it's only light and literally light milk as well, so that's not a problem for the door. So yeah, just in saying that, just keep glass things, heavy items off your door, and you shouldn't have a problem at all. Top tip for your fridge. So tonight, because we've kicked out the K's, it's a bit hit and miss with this episode. We didn't know where we were going, where camp was going to be, if we were going to stop and meet anybody. So you know what, we've just stopped off camp, as I've said. Quick setup. We got some nice bread rolls from Woolies in Catherine, so that's good. Bit of ginger, bit of garlic. Had an onion already, going to chop that in a second. A couple of weeks ago we went out to Woody and Emma's out at Dundee, so big shout out to you guys. Miss you guys already. Big smoke out. He's the king of anything smoked: pork, beef, brisket, chicken wings, laksa sausages, you name it. So I defrosted a beef rib yesterday, pre-chopped her up a little bit. So I'm going to do onion in the Weber fry pan. I have used this a few times in my cooking episodes, and I absolutely love it. Has a detachable handle. They're worth every cent, probably about $60 from Barbecues Galore or Weber online. I'm going to do up my onion, braise that up a little bit in the barbecue, pop in my beef rib, and I'm just going to throw together a bit of what I call Mrs. B's American Camp Out Philly Big Burger. I reckon Mr. B's going to love it. He's got no idea. I think he's tinkering around outside somewhere. So yeah, knock it all together, quick as a flash, and yeah, enjoy the night. Couldn't help myself because I've been hot all day, and like I said, we've kicked out the case, so I've cracked open a Great Northern. I guess my cooking episodes usually have a vino, but you know what? I don't even have any vinos, girl. So I've cracked a Great Northern. I'm still in the NT, so I'm kicking back with my beers. So I've just browned the onions off. They're looking really good, and now I'm just going to put the meat in. I did actually just pop a little bit of smoky barbecue on there as well, just to spice that up a little bit, and then pop that straight in the pan. It shouldn't take too long. Just got to heat that up, and that will be ready for the next step. It's an absolute beautiful spot, isn't it? I think finding these spots pretty much, you know, on the side of the road or hidden back a little bit are just amazing. So I think we're only going to be here on our own tonight, which will be good. We left all those caravans behind, parked up on the side of the road like a caravan park, in at the servo. We got this place to ourselves. Couldn't ask for anything better. So I've just put in the trivet there. Just pop that in there so I can rest the bread rolls on without them burning too much. And then I'm going to load those up with the mix, put the cheese, put the mustard, seal it on down for a little bit. Probably finish this off and then it'll be ready. pretty happy. Leftover smoked meat, bit of onion, garlic, ginger, barbecue sauce, bit of mustard. I reckon Mr. B's gonna love them. What do you reckon of these bad boys?
Looks good. It's been a big day. I'm ready to have one of these. Out of sleep.
I better get us a plate, hey?
Yeah.
How good do they look?
I know, we'll just eat them off this one.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I have to show you something funny. We keep
every time.
we keep our paper towel on a little rack under the sink, and this is the one thing I can't control. Like, look at it. I try and wind it back in every time. Here, you take a piece.
No, you should do.
What?
A rubber band.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Have you got a tip for me for this? I don't know. It's crazy. Ah, there we go. How good do they look?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you ready for a nap?
Yeah, I'm ready to have one of these.
Go to bed.
And have one of them.
Yeah. I think too, like, focusing when there's so much traffic on the road, road trains.
Yeah. Yeah. There's been a lot on the Stewart Highway. A lot of traffic, especially vans heading north. Not so many heading south.
No, because we're going the right direction.
Yeah, there was a few road trains heading south, and that. But yeah, and some of the road conditions. So they're doing some road maintenance, and there's some smaller detours along the way. So you've got to keep your wits about you when you're driving, even though it's a dead straight road. You still have to keep your wits about you.
I think too, like, we do end up sort of going when we have a dead straight road, you know.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. But coming out here, the Carpentaria Highway, it's amazing. Like, since they've done the upgrade, it's beautiful. And look what we've found. We've literally found bush paradise, and there's nobody here but us.
Yeah. So
I think that's it for tonight. We'll call it here. How good's this? Got to say, look, cheese, got the works.
And one of these. Put a bit of, maybe put a show on.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we might watch some of our favourite YouTubers.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, we'll see you guys. We'll see you in the morning. We managed to have the most peaceful sleep ever. It was so beautiful. I don't think even a car or a truck drove past. It was great. Just wanted to share my brekkie with you guys. I love this little one. It is easy. You probably, I don't know, seen it before. But anyway, I shouldn't mix around. I should show you. This is like an overnight oats. It's really easy. I just use around about this plastic spoon, probably about 4 tablespoons of just quick oats. I use a vanilla low sugar yogurt, just mix it around. Then I use, if I've got fresh berries, I'll pop those in, but I haven't been able to get raspberries for a good while. And where we're heading, definitely not going to be any raspberries out there. So just pop a few on top. Then I like to just mix it around, and then she's all good to go. Coffee, keeping it real. We've got Starlink on. I've got a little bit of editing to do so you guys can have episodes to watch. Feeling a little bit cold this morning as well. Had to put my cardigan on, and I've even got these out. My slippers. Got my slippers out. But in saying that, hopefully it'll warm up. I think Mr. B's having a little bit of a sleep in, and he's got to put up with me banging on talking to you, but that's okay. He's going to enjoy his coffee in bed, and then we're going to chug on, I think, around about 5 hours today, and we'll take you on the journey with us and see what else we find on the way.
Morning.
How is your coffee in bed?
Good.
And you're just finishing it. What jobs you got to do?
Put the legs up, reconnect the plugs, dried out some water jerrys, so I'm going to put fuel in them. Hook up, bust a move, Oscar Mike. We're going to bust a move down the road to Heartbreak Hotel. Pop in, grab some diesel there, then we're going to bust another move.
How nice is it out here already? Mr. B, you've taken off already. I don't know. He's taken off, gone to do his jobs. It's an absolute cracker of a day out there, but I'm feeling, I mean, it's going to warm up, but I can definitely feel that it's cooled down a little bit, so I've just chucked a t-shirt on. And got to say too, if you want any really cool, unique t-shirts in the top end, check out the House of Darwin. I'll pop the link below. They're absolutely amazing, and you're never going to find any other shirts like this. My bucket list, I can hear the dirt in the legs. My bucket list, definitely out at Kakadu, at Cahill, Car Hills, however you want to pronounce it, crossing. So this is mine if you haven't actually had a geese before. Absolutely love the, just the iconic locations and stuff that House of Darwin capture, and just the detail. T-shirts are around about $60, and you can actually order them online. They go pretty quick. They do have limited edition ones, and then they have their, I guess, their staple collection that they have all year round. But anyway, cracking on. I'm going to do a quick pack down inside. One thing I'm going to quickly show you with the TV is, actually I'll just get the camera, and I know I have showed you guys before, on our bracket it's got these little screws here which actually hold the TV in. I should be able to do this with one hand, and just comes out. So what I normally do is tuck the TV under here like so, and then I'll build the cushions up. But don't forget guys, with these, screw them back in, because with movement, even if you're not going off-road, they do vibrate out, and then you've got to try and find them in the caravan somewhere. So yeah, that's my top tip there. Another little thing that we do with the soda stream is I pop that behind the pillows. House is pretty tidy. Made the bed, put the little latches on the fridge that I told you guys about yesterday, so that's all good. I think one important thing to do in your caravan when you leave, our main switch is just here. Always flick that off, flick it off, and then that way there's no chance anything can come on. I mean, you could accidentally, just say it has happened to people, the water pump might have been left on. For some reason it might, in movement, come on, you got to lose all your water. If you turn this off, it's going to stop anything from coming on. So that could be anything 12 volts. So fans, radio, water pump, anything like that. So always remember that switch there. But anyway, I think, have you finished the outdoor things, Mr. B? All right, I think we're ready. Looks like he's going for a wander. I quickly stuck this on yesterday because it's a lot of red dirt everywhere. We don't actually travel with this one on. I know some people do. We just keep it safe. We just sit it there. But anyway, that's all good.
What are you doing up there, Mrs. B?
We did it the easy way. We didn't use the barbecue arm. And you know what? Thanks, Elon. Because without this, you know what? You don't get any videos. So yeah, we put the normal leg back on. It's just easy. So if we just want to, you know, chuck the Starlink up on the van, and we're only ever going to do this if it's not windy, because if it does become windy or the weather's crappy, she might go off the van. So I don't know. We see a lot of dodgy setups with Starlink, but honestly for us, it's too expensive to risk. And it's only in conditions like this that we don't use the barbecue arm. All right, there you go. Gee, she's a bit dusty up here. Look at that. It's gonna need a good clean. Oh, look at the solar panels. Far out. I only just cleaned those. I cleaned those just before we left the Fam Bam up in Howard Springs, and already they're full of dust. So look at that. That just goes to show me that even saying, you know, clean your solar panels once a week, twice a week, you know, whatever. I reckon they honestly, if you're traveling dirt roads, check your solar panels. Because, yeah, they're not going to be running. Those solar panels, they're not going to be running very well. Yep, that's another job. This little step's really good as well. It's a Thai Gear brand. We did buy it with our hard-earned money. Mr. B's had a couple of whoopsies with it, haven't you?
Yep.
What? Tell everyone what happened to you with the Thai Gear stool.
Well, I went to sit down and it hadn't quite closed, so I got my ghoulies caught in between it, and it gave me a little bit of a pinch.
So, note to self, fellas, if you get one of these, make sure you open it up properly and don't get your man bits caught in it. That plug's working really good now that they fixed it too, isn't it?
Yep.
No problems. Quick walk around. You just never know. Could be the smallest thing you might lose or leave out, and then you're like, where the heck is it? So we always do a quick walk around. Make sure we've got everything before we hit the road. We only made it down the road a couple of k's, and this looks like we're back on the old road. Because they were doing that new, well, I think they're redoing the whole lot.
They are.
So pretty much after we left, and I just double checked because I don't think I mentioned the name of the spot. Where we camped last night was called Bull Wadi. I'll pop that down below as well. So yeah, not far down the road, and then they're starting the new section. So yeah, I think they've done well, but I mean, it's a massive stretch of road. You've got to think, you know, all the hours that we drove yesterday and still continuing today. And from the old map, it actually said that, what did you say it was yesterday? The National
Highway 1.
Yeah, so I'm not sure, did they change it to the Carpentaria Highway? I don't know. But there's a big truck coming up ahead, and we're still on the old road now. It looked like he had DTs on,
yep.
But I can't confirm. He would be the 4th person riding a bike, I reckon, on this journey so far. But like, where's he coming? Where's he going to? That's what's got me beat, because there's nothing from here all the way back to the Stuart Highway.
Yep.
drive. That was crazy. We've seen all sorts, and then that big wide load leaving. They just did a quick radio, and then yeah, he just sort of waited. But I'm glad he was here before we actually made it on that single road. What do you reckon? Imagine passing that big fella on that single road. That'd be crazy. So yeah, if you want fuel, this is going to be where you got to fill up. It's $2.15. I'm going to say it's not too bad, because you know what? Last fuel was way back on the Stewart, which was at the, what's that place called again? Daily Waters Highway Inn. So not too bad at all. BP as well, Mr. B. Living the dream. Wonder how many hearts have been broken here. Look at this. Heartbreak Hotel. We made it. So the Heartbreak Hotel, you can actually camp here. They've got powered, non-powered. If you look over here, they've got some little cabins and stuff like that. Oh look, there's even a swimming pool. That's pretty cool. They got any birds in here? I don't know. Probably not. But yeah. We're not stopping. We're just doing a petrol fill up and so forth. Just thought I'd just give you a quick look here, just in case you were thinking of stopping. They do have a chopper here and run scenic tours to the Lost City. And yeah, it actually looks like a really nice place, pretty quiet. There's a couple of vans parked up and a few people around, but yeah, I'm gonna say just push on through, I guess, to where we're going. And it is a good stop for fuel, being a BP, plenty of stock in the shop, hot food and stuff as well.